Welcome back to another video, guys, and in this video we have a beautiful, luxurious 2019 Toyota Tacoma. This truck is for sale. It has just a little bit over 10,000 miles and they are asking $47,000. Now this truck new wasn't $47,000. I think it was like 41. I mean, the market for these trucks are just phenomenal. They're out of this world. This is a Toyota Tacoma TRD with a 6-foot bed, and these are hard to find, so maybe that's why there's a little jump in price, because the 6-foot beds are harder to get than the 5-foot beds. Mostly a lot of these trucks just come with a 5-foot bed with the 4-door or crew cab. So let's take a quick look at the truck and see what you actually get when you're going to spend $46,000 on a used vehicle. Here it is, Toyota Tacoma, 3rd generation. I am a current owner of a 2nd generation. It has 250,000 miles. I'll be doing a review on that. But you know, if you look at the Nissan Frontier and all the other trucks, the Tacoma is the bigger truck out of all of them. I mean, just look at the grille. It's huge. If you look at the Ford Ranger, if you put it next to this truck, it looks puny. If you even the Colorados and the Canyons, they don't look as big as this truck, because this is the bigger truck in the category. It has a 6-foot bed, nice big wheelbase. I mean, look at that wheelbase, huge. You have here LED headlights, halogen fog lights, this big giant grille here in the front, which is pretty nice. It's all black and you got that big Toyota emblem. You have this hood scoop here. I'm not sure if in the 3rd gen if it's functional or not, but you can see all the lines on it. It's just so nice. And you come around the side, Toyota gives you this plastic here. This way, when you're driving and the rocks kick up, it doesn't hit the metal and cause rust. Like, that's why you see a lot of trucks that do that. You get these nice 265, 65, 17 aluminum rims, which are very nice, with nice tires. These are probably the original tires. This truck only got 10,000 miles. Here you have Tacoma. So what's good about this truck is you have passive entry, so you just hit that, that'll lock it. You grab it like this, that'll open it, but it's only on the driver's side. So other cars, you'll see it in the back as well. So this car, technically, you have to walk to the driver and just grab it, and you can leave the key in your pocket. The original owner put these rain gutters on the car, which is nice. Let's take a quick look at the roof. So looking at the roof, you see there's nowhere actually to put roof racks, but if you take this plastic strip off, you can actually, there's holes in here that you can mount the Toyota roof rack or whatever other aftermarket roof rack you want. So this roof does have a very strong roof line, because this can take, I think, 200-300 pounds on top of this roof, which is pretty good. The shark fin, that's for your GPS navigation. Nice big tinted glass with a sliding rear door, which is nice. All trucks should have that. And let's take a look at the fuel compartment. This fuel compartment is so complicated, and I don't know why Toyota continues to put this hinge, because a lot of these Tacomas, they have a problem with this rotting out and rusting out. So what you have to do is, when you change the oil, you need to spray this and keep it lubricated, and this will prevent this part here from rusting out and falling off. This could be stainless steel, I'm not sure. I know in the older Tacomas, even mine had a little rust. I sprayed it and that solved the problem. Rusted off. You have a TRD 4x4 Sport. So this is Toyota Racing Development, big rear tail lights. This is the nicest looking truck in its segment. Then in the back, what they do now is they put a Tacoma engraved in the metal, and a lot of other manufacturers are doing that. That's pretty good. What you have here is you have a 400 watt and a standard plug, and what the 400 watt does, it gives you more power to your trailer brakes. Comes standard with a trailer hitch. And there's your spare tailgate. You see this handle, it says right here Toyota, and it locks. So this is a locking tailgate, but it's not a power locking tailgate. So if you wanted to lock the tailgate, you got to do it manually. It comes with a key. So basically what you need to do is you need to keep the transponder in your pocket and a key to open and unlock the tailgate. That just makes no sense. So then we have here, you're gonna tell everybody you got a V6. The original owner put this on. This isn't cheap. This is probably like 800 bucks. You know, you open the gate. You know, I'm not gonna take everything out, but you know, it's a big trunk. The guy put a mat in. This is an aftermarket. You have here a nice big plug to, you know, run power tools, little storage compartment, and you pull these handles, and then this whole thing just slides up. And yeah, this is a big bed, 6 foot, man. You could fit a lot of stuff in a 6 foot bed. Yeah, so walking around, the right side is the same as the left side. This is, keep in mind, a used vehicle, 2019, and it's $46,000. It's more money than when it was new. So you can just imagine how much money the guy lost selling this truck to the dealer because he didn't want to pay for gas. He thought the fuel economy was too high on this. So one thing Toyota does is, versus the other manufacturers, is if you notice the seats, you come here, you pull this up, and that folds up like that. And you can grab the middle part, and that folds like this. So you take the headrest off, and this will fold flat. You have this storage back here that no other mid-size truck has but Toyota. This is one thing Toyota does. All the Tacomas get this. That's in a quad cab. So then you get, you know, you also get this compartment here, and you put you have your jack, and you can put tools in here. One light for the passengers, and then you have the lights for the people in the front. You have grab handles there, coat rack. I don't know why they put it there, because I have the same thing in my truck, and it blocks your view. Why they didn't put it on the left side door where it should be so it doesn't block your view, I just don't get it. There's another one there. They might have a reason for it, but I really don't know what it's for. You got 3 headrests. There's no armrest in the middle here. And so 3 passengers are gonna sit inside here, and you know, if there's 2, there's no armrest. You know, people like armrest, especially if you're on a long trip. This is a big seat, you know, big, comfortable seat. It's a manual seat. It's not a power seat. Airbags all around. So we have rear curtain airbags, side curtain airbags, front deployment airbags, seat airbags. In a side collision, you're gonna be pretty safe. You're gonna be protected with all those airbags. You know, a lot of other trucks don't have all these airbags. And I think you have front knee airbags as well. Again, you come here, more cup holders, a little storage compartment there. Taking a look at the dashboard, you know, it's good material. It looks really like it's good quality. It looks nice. This is a beautiful truck. Big glove compartment versus having a double compartment, but a double compartment is nice too. This is where the airbag is, Tacoma mats that come with the truck. You know, you have a lot of room down there. This is a big, long, roomy truck. Wide. I mean, this is a wide truck. That is a pretty big door. So easy in, easy out. So this truck does come with automatic windows, up and down for the passenger and the driver. But you get these big mirrors. So yeah, here's the Tacoma engine. A lot of room in here. Look at all the space that's in here. And this is for safety, I think, crash test wise. Because you got this long nose that comes out, big battery here, fuse box, and here's this is a big aluminum engine. So if you take a look, like Toyota puts the air conditioner all the way at the bottom, and there's your alternator, and these engines are pretty high. You know, this is a big engine. I mean, look at that. It comes from over there all the way over here, but it's only got 273 horsepower. You have this big air box that's pretty direct, so the air must come from under here somehow and go through your filter and right to the engine, and all your air system is right in there. This truck, unfortunately, it doesn't have a dipstick, but you know, there's a better look at the engine. It's clanking away, the AC's on, and here's your brake system. It's a pretty big cargo bay. You do not get a pad here to keep the engine a little more quiet for the front. This might be an option. There are clips for it. Maybe in the higher models you're gonna get it. You know, this is a steel hood. This thing weighs a ton. Toyota, for the money that they're asking, could have made this an aluminum hood, made it a little lighter. Even to lift, like, you need strength to lift this up. It is pretty heavy. And let's see, here's where you put your oil. So here's your dipstick, right in plain sight. All right, at least they give you a dipstick, but no transmission dipstick. So taking a look at the driver's seat, what do you notice? No power seat. I mean, why I'm like upset that Toyota doesn't put a power seat, at least put a seat that is manually height adjustable. Because I mean, look at the size of that hood. You know, you have to, when you're in it, you got to look over all of that. So if you're like 5'5" and you want to get in this truck, you're not going to be able to see over the hood because you can't lift yourself up. I mean, that is like a very cheap option to put a manual adjustable seat. I would prefer that even over a power seat. I don't mind that, but you know, it is a nice cushy seat. It does have airbags in it. You could potentially get a seat from a 4Runner that has a manual adjustable seat or even a power seat and put it in here. This may fit. You know, you'd have to maybe change the bolts and a little bit of wiring. But the driver door is basically just like any other door. Here you have your mirrors, left and right, and your controls for the windows and the locks and the child safety. Just like the right side, you have 2 big bottle holders, which is cool. I like that. You have this, you can grab it, it's not open. That's awesome. And here you have the rear light that's on and off. So this is the 400 volt versus 100 volt. So when you need a lot of power, when you're towing a trailer that has electric brakes, you want to put it on 400 watt. Then you have auto high beam, which is cool. You have this little compartment here that doesn't close. So I guess you could just put stuff in there for, you know, that's not going to fall out. And this is where you open the hood. Now this is a reset button, a mystery button. And what that does is when you have like your air pressure tire sensor light go on, you press that button and that resets it after you put air in it. If it doesn't reset right away. Here's the knee airbag, which is good. And those are your pedals right there. Brake and gas. You got a little rest foot here. Again, nice carpeting. Checking out the interior, this is a telescoping, tilting steering wheel, and this is a nice steering wheel. I mean, this is a beautiful steering wheel. Leather wrap, it feels great. You have these nice big thing here that makes this truck look tough. I mean, it makes the truck look tough. You know, you got these big round air vents, this big screen, and then we come down here, you have your start stop. This is your 4-wheel drive knob, climate control buttons. Old school looking, but that's okay. That's no big deal. Heated mirrors, which is nice. All cars should come with heated mirrors. ECT power. So what that does is just gives you a little power. It gives you more throttle response. The rear window, so you press that button. And the window opens and closes quickly. And this is for USB and whatnot, and this is for, I'm not too sure. If anybody knows what that's for, leave a comment below. So here you have a nice storage compartment. It has automatic phone charging, which is fantastic. You put your phone in there and it will charge your phone. I put my phone in there, it did charge my phone. You have these 2 big cup holders, and then you have here another spot, you know, where you can put stuff. This is for like an option if you want to put an ashtray in here, but you can put a cup here. And the shifter is very nice. I mean, very nice shifter. You have, you know, sport mode. You just drop it in sport mode and stuff like that. And you can shift yourself, you know, like going up that big hill. Going up a big hill, you want to shift the truck. Here you have the old school handbrake. You know, I guess for a truck, you want a handbrake. And then taking a look at the glove compartment, is pretty big. So you have here 2 USB ports. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. You know, 2.1A, so that's pretty powerful. Since it's raining, let's turn on the windshield wipers. Nice and quiet. That's pretty nice and quiet. They work pretty good. You know, you have intermittent wipers. You have right here daytime running lights. And this is not auto, so you have you got to turn them on and off manually. So if you want, you put it in daytime running lights yourself. So, but if you have the daytime running lights on, when you shut the car, the lights go off. I think the lights go off anyway, you know, if you leave the lights on. So you have, these are the fog lights, you could leave them on. And I think when you shut the truck off, everything goes off. In the instrument cluster, you have your fuel gauge and temperature gauge, a tachometer, and a speedometer. Okay, so we have miles per gallon, trip distance, which is pretty cool, trip time, and time until rest. That's nice. So that's it. So let's go back to the fuel economy. Let's just keep going down here. So that's simple as that. No messages and lane assist and all of that. I mean, you do get a lot of good safety features. So that's how it looks when it's in park. So I'm going to take it out of park, reverse, neutral, drive. So just to take a quick look at the map, that's how it looks in the back. You do have some kind of trajectory. So I'm in power, and being in power does feel a little more powerful. I mean, you do feel a difference in the throttle response for sure, versus not being in power. And probably driving this car in power, you're not gonna basically see any fuel economy difference. You know, if it's gonna be a half a gallon, you know, difference, that's probably all it's gonna be. But actually the truck feels a lot better because, you know, economy mode is just gonna constantly try to save you money on fuel. So I'm climbing a hill, you know, I gotta put my foot in it, but it's better in the power mode. So if you're climbing hills and whatnot, just put it in power and you may be okay. Yeah, it's climbing this hill with no problem in the power mode. There's almost no effort now. You know, you can see, like, you gotta look over that huge hood. You know, there's like 1, 2, 3 bumps to look over. There's nowhere for me to go off-road and put it in four-wheel drive. But basically, people drive these trucks 80% on the road, 90%. And then they get a little snow, they'll put it in four-wheel drive. This truck does not come with hill descent. You know, but I'm going to take my foot off the gas and see what it does. It's just free rolling. You know, you just got to do it yourself. No big deal. You know, you could put it into a lower gear and that will help you with hill descent. Or just ride your brake down. That's what I'm doing. This truck doesn't have a sunroof. It does have traction control off. See, now probably right now the truck seems like it doesn't like being in power mode going down this hill. It doesn't like it at all. So that was effortless. You know what though? In this seat, I do have a very high driving position. I have to say, you know, I'm not sunk in like my Toyota Tacoma. The seat is like fully flat and I sit low in the seat. The steering is just fantastic. You know, very easy to steer. And you can see, like, I'm going up this little hill and it needs power. You know, you gotta push it a little bit. So 18.6 miles to the gallon, you know, seems right for all around driving. Maybe on the highway you could get 23 miles per gallon. I don't see why not. You know, because this is a 6-speed transmission, which has that extra overdrive. It would have been nice if Toyota put, you know, an 8-speed transmission. That would have been the most optimal engine, but transmission for this vehicle. But yeah, it feels very nice. You know, so here's the fuel economy. You know, if you guys are interested in the fuel economy, you know, we didn't really go far, but there it is, instant fuel economy. I like that. You know, this is a very nice car, man. It's just too much money. $47,000 for a used car like this when it wasn't $47,000 new, even though it's got only 10,000 miles on it. And you're getting some features, the tonneau cover, you know, the rain guards, the bed mat, but that doesn't make it a $47,000 truck. And this is a very nice truck. This is a luxurious truck. And the only thing that's basically missing from this truck is leather seats, heated seats. There's no heated seats in this truck, which is it's just crazy. But you could put them in. That's a cheap option. And a power seat or even a manual adjustable seat Toyota. basic key, power locks, but this does have passive entry. And this key right here doesn't have the trunk key. The other key has it. So like if you're looking for a mid-size pickup truck, the Tacoma is the truck to get. It's not the most powerful truck. I think the GMC Canyon in Colorado have 300 horsepower. Now the new 2021, 2022 Nissan Frontiers are gonna have over 300 horsepower, but that is the bigger truck, you know. And Toyotas tend to last a long time. They have a good reputation. They stand behind their product, even with the whole chassis thing. But you're gonna pay a lot of money for it, and all these trucks cost big money. You know, basically none of them are cheap. You know, if I really push the issue, I might be able to get that truck for like $39,000. But I'm not the one. I don't want to go into debt for 40 grand. I'd rather be out of debt than just keep driving this truck. This is only 256 horsepower, and when you turn the air conditioner on, you lose power. And the same thing with that Toyota Tacoma, the 2019. You know, you turn that AC on and you just feel a loss of power. You know, this is a 4-liter engine versus a 3.5-liter engine. But that'll be for the next video.